Once upon a time in a peaceful meadow, there lived a young rabbit named Riley. Riley was known far and wide for being the bravest rabbit in the entire meadow. He had a heart full of courage and a curiosity that seemed to know no bounds. Riley's meadow was a lush green expanse filled with wildflowers of every color, tall grass, and a crystal-clear stream that wound its way through the meadow. The meadow was home to many animals, but none were as adventurous as Riley. He would often explore the meadow's every nook and cranny, uncovering hidden treasures like shiny pebbles and colorful feathers. One sunny morning, as Riley hopped through the meadow, he heard a faint cry for help. He followed the sound and discovered a baby bird named Benny trapped in a thorny bush. Without a second thought, Riley hopped over and carefully removed the thorns one by one, setting Benny free. Benny was overjoyed and chirped happily. He thanked Riley and promised to be his friend forever. From that day on, Riley and Benny were inseparable. They explored the meadow together, discovering new wonders every day. They made friends with all the animals in the meadow, from the wise old owl who lived in the tallest tree to the energetic squirrels that played in the branches. One sunny afternoon, as Riley and Benny were nibbling on some clover, they heard a loud commotion coming from the other side of the meadow. They rushed over and saw a group of rabbits huddled together, looking terrified. Riley's heart swelled with bravery as he approached them. "What's wrong?" Riley asked. One of the rabbits, a trembling one named Rosie, spoke up. "There's a big, scary fox in the meadow. He's been chasing us, and we don't know what to do." Riley exchanged a determined look with Benny and said, "Don't worry, we'll take care of it." With Benny on his shoulder, Riley set off to confront the fox. They found the fox lurking in the tall grass, its eyes fixed on a group of rabbits. Riley bravely hopped forward and called out, "Hey, Mr. Fox, why are you scaring our friends?" The fox turned around, surprised to see a little rabbit standing up to him. "What's it to you, little one?" he growled. Riley puffed out his chest and replied, "These are my friends, and you can't bully them." The fox was taken aback by Riley's bravery and Benny's fierce chirping from his shoulder. He slinked away, muttering, "Fine, I'll find food elsewhere." Riley and Benny had saved the day once again, and the grateful rabbits cheered for them. Rosie, who had been so frightened before, hugged Riley and said, "You are the bravest rabbit in the whole meadow." Word of Riley's bravery spread throughout the meadow, and animals from all corners sought his help whenever they were in trouble. Whether it was a lost squirrel in need of directions or a frightened mouse looking for protection, Riley was always there. One summer evening, as the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, the meadow was filled with laughter as the animals gathered for a grand picnic. Riley was the guest of honor, sitting at the head of a long, leafy table. He looked around at all his friends and felt a warm sense of happiness. But just as the picnic was about to begin, a dark cloud covered the sky, and thunder rumbled in the distance. Rain began to pour, and the picnic turned into a chaotic scramble as animals tried to find shelter. Riley, however, didn't panic. He remembered an old, abandoned burrow not far from the picnic spot. He hopped over to Benny and said, "We need to lead our friends to safety." Riley and Benny guided their friends to the burrow, making sure everyone was safe and dry. The animals were amazed by Riley's quick thinking and bravery once again. They huddled together in the burrow, listening to the rain drumming on the earth above. As the storm raged on outside, Riley told stories to keep everyone's spirits high. He shared tales of their adventures, of the kindness they had shown to others, and of the wonderful meadow they called home. Eventually, the storm passed, and the animals emerged from the burrow. They were grateful for Riley's bravery and leadership, and they all agreed that he truly was the bravest and kindest rabbit in the meadow. From that day on, Riley continued to explore the meadow, but he also took on the role of protector and leader of the meadow's animals. He showed everyone that bravery came in all sizes and that a kind heart could make a big difference. And so, in the peaceful meadow with its wildflowers, tall grass, and crystal-clear stream, Riley the brave rabbit lived a life full of adventures, friendship, and the knowledge that courage and kindness could make the world a better place for everyone.